What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Indiana versus Penn State college basketball matchup going down Thursday, March 14th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between Indiana and Penn State. Indiana coming into the conference tournament as the 6th seed. They finished the year with a record of 18-13 overall, 10-10 in conference play, while Penn State booked their spot in the second round with a 66-57 win over Michigan. And Penn State, tough team for me to figure out this year. They finished the conference part of their schedule 9-11. They were a 500 team this season. But being completely honest, I didn't even think this team was a 500 team. I watched a lot of their games, and every time I did, it always seemed like they were coming out on the wrong side of it. And Penn State, sure, they had stretches where they were hot and cold, and they would string 3 straight wins together, follow it up with 3 straight losses, win back-to-back games, and lose back-to-back games here and there. But the thing that always stood out was, like a lot of Big Ten teams, they would lose their games on the road, and they'd have solid performances at home. But the irony of that situation is that Penn State did sweep Indiana. They won at Simon Skjodt Assembly Hall, 85-71 earlier in February, and then more recently, a couple weeks ago, won at home against Indiana, 83-74. So Penn State's gotten the upper hand on the Hoosiers this season. But the thing for me here is that I can't buy into Penn State. Kanye Clary, no longer with the team. So it's been falling down to Ace Baldwin and Kadus Wahab, and I just feel like this is a Penn State team that's taken a big step back, even though they've been winning games with some of their best guys out. Indiana, I had to do a double take. I didn't think this Indiana team was playing as well as they had. I mean, I at one point called Indiana the worst team in the Big Ten when they were, when they had lost 7 of 9 or 8 of 10, going into the last meeting against Penn State. But they rattled off 4 straight wins to close out the year. They beat some pretty good teams along the way. They beat Minnesota and Maryland on the road, beat Michigan State at home on senior day. And I just think that this Indiana team, is getting undervalued here. I think that, Penn State, some people look at Penn State being favored in this matchup and say, oh, maybe somebody knows something, but I can tell you what I know, and that I know that Penn State's not this good to be laying points in this matchup. I think Indiana's the far better team. Sure, Penn State's had a game to shake off the rust, but a few minutes in, that shouldn't be no problem for Indiana here. Side by side, these two teams, have had, offensive issues, and Indiana does their best work inside the paint. But here's the thing: they don't shoot a ton of threes, so they know their weakness there. You'd like to see the free throw numbers come up. They are the worst shooting free throw team in the Big Ten. They're shooting just 63% from the line in conference play. But Indiana knows their strength, and they take advantage of it. They're shooting 53.3% from 2-point range, the best mark inside the arc in the Big Ten, and 60.9% of Indiana's points in conference play coming from 2-point range. They're the 3rd most point-dependent team nationally on the 2-point field goal. Like I said, this Indiana team, they go inside the arc. They know what they have to do, and they do it. I just don't think Penn State's going to be able to slow that down. I'm going to go with Indiana here. I'm going to take them plus the 1.5, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pickdawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.